precisely touch the sides of the hexagon. Clearly, a great deal of thought went into the design of these formations. We will now examine some of the pictograms that exhibit advanced mathematical concepts. This beautiful snowflake design appeared on July 23, 1997, near Silbury Hill. It was known as the Koch snowflake, after mathematician Heinrich von Koch, who developed the concept of fractals. An even more complex snowflake pattern was found below Milk Hill in Wiltshire County on August 18 of 1997. It was known as the standing Koch snowflake because of the standing crop in the center that created yet another snowflake-like pattern. On July 8 of 1996, this formation appeared just across the road from the ancient site known as Stonehenge. It consists of 149 circles that cover an entire square acre of a wheat field. This design matches a mathematically produced image known as a Julia set that was invented by Gaston Julia from a study of fractals. And on July 30th of the same year, a formation with 194 circles covering 1,000 feet in diameter was found at Windmill Hill in Wiltshire County. It consists of 3 strands of the Julia set. Then, in August of 2000, this formation with 6 strands of the Julia set was found at Milk Hill, near Alton Barnes in Wiltshire County. And on August 12th of 1991, this incredible glyph was discovered near Ickleton in Cambridgeshire, England. It appears to represent a fractal mathematical cipher known as a Mandelbrot set. It is the most complex object in the universe and defines an eerie repeating mathematical order beneath the surface of chaos. In late June of 1995, at Longwood Warren in Hampshire County, this formation appeared, which depicts our solar system inside the asteroid belt, with Earth missing. Earth's orbit is depicted, but no planet. It has been determined that this configuration in our solar system will not occur until April 16th of 2004. In 1996, this pictogram was discovered in East Field of Wiltshire County. It is 648 feet long and contains 89 circles forming twin strands that wind around a central backbone of 12 large circles in a line. It represents the double helix of DNA, the building blocks of life. We will now concentrate on pictograms that represent advanced technology. This formation appeared on June 23, 1999, at West Overton in Wiltshire County. It is a representation of a water molecule. And this beautiful pattern is a formation that was discovered on July 22nd of 2000 at Avebury, Truslow in Wiltshire County. It appears to be a depiction of the flux lines of a magnetic field. Now you might be wondering what water molecules and magnetic fields have got to do with advanced technology. Well, the following series of crop formations refer to a new form of free energy that uses microwaves to break apart water molecules. This formation depicts a magnetron tube inside of a magnet. It is this type of vacuum tube that is used inside microwave ovens to cook your food. This pictogram is another rendition of a magnetron tube. When a surge of electricity is introduced at the center, the electrons radiate outwards but bounce back against a reflector grid due to the magnetic field surrounding it. This reflected energy is what causes microwaves that are allowed to escape through a narrow gap in the reflector. Please note that there are two small dots located near this depiction. They represent the oxygen and hydrogen atoms of water. These two small dots, one larger than the other, have been found alongside of many other formations like this one that also shows microwave energy emanating from a central core of a magnetron tube. Those two dots, which represent the atoms of water, are also depicted with this formation. Water is very unreceptive to physical or infrared heat, but at a very specific frequency of 27 gigahertz of microwave energy, the oxygen and hydrogen atoms of water separate easily. The ovals here within a field of microwave energy represents water molecules that are being split apart as with this partial piece. The dots here represent the separated oxygen and hydrogen atoms. However, once separated, the atoms recombine again naturally to reform back into water again, but hydrogen is extremely combustible when mixed with oxygen. This formation shows the effect of water burning as atoms recombine together again. This formation also shows the burning of water inside the vacuum of a magnetron. However, it also has large circles around it. These circles represent an excess of electrons that are generated when you burn water in this manner. When the process of breaking apart water molecules and allowing them to recombine again is repeated, you have an endless supply of electricity as well as combustible energy that can be used to power turbine engines. This complex pictogram tells the whole story. You begin with a negative electrical charge that is fed into a magnetron which splits water molecules. Then you have the oxygen and hydrogen atoms recombining back into water. This produces an excess of electrons that are fed back into the magnetron, which bounces the energy off of magnetic reflectors in order to produce more microwaves so that this process can be repeated. But wait, there's more. When the excess high amperage from the magnetron passes over a cup-shaped magnet with uneven magnetic lines of flux in a vacuum, temporary particles are momentarily created as represented here. This rendition is telling us that the temporary particles are magnetic. The outside ring of notched semicircles represent magnets. The round semicircles represent temporary particles. These particles are rendered as half-field circles to represent the temporary existing mass. The particles are depicted as being larger the closer they are to the smaller magnets, and rendered as smaller the nearer they are to the greater magnetic fields. This means that these particles are magnetic and are repelled by a magnetic field. The central donut shape indicates the high amperage DC electricity that flows through a vacuum, which is represented by the white circle. And why bother to create such a particle? Well, by magnetically repelling the temporary particles downwards, this causes the repelling magnet and anything else that's attached to it to be propelled upwards, thus causing flight. The H2O magnetron is only one of many highly advanced technologies that have been rendered in crop formations. However, this one discovery could have the greatest impact on human society. This formation looks rather complicated, but it's not. At the center, you have a magnetron that splits apart water molecules and allows the water to reform, causing a release of free electrons. This outer ring represents a vacuum. These notched semicircles represent cup-shaped magnets. The white semicircle